All right, so we're going to go ahead and find all the solutions to now this guy. 2 sine squared of x minus sine of x minus 1 equals 0 in the interval from 0 to 2 pi. And notice by our title, we're factoring an equation of a quadratic type, meaning this is in the form of a quadratic. All right. So the way that we're going to solve this is we're going to want to factor it, and then we'll go from there. So when you have your three terms here, and just by noticing that if you were to replace sine of x with x, and I was kind of making a little formula here. So if we let x equal sine of x, meaning now this will become 2x squared. This will become minus x and then minus 1. Okay. If I ask you to factor this is just now doing some regular algebra now, then we know we would have a 2x here. We would have the x right here. So two numbers that give us the first term 2x squared, and we need two numbers that will give us negative 1. I know 1 and 1, and I want negative x to be in the middle, so I'm going to make that negative and that positive. So let's just check it. You check your answer by formulating, right? 2x times x is x squared. 2x and negative 1 is negative 2x, plus 1x is negative x, and the 1 times negative 1 is negative 1. Cool. So now that we factor just a regular quadratic, oh look, x equals sine of x. So that means I can replace my x values now back with sine of x. Okay, so I have 2 sine of x plus 1 times sine of x minus 1 equals 0. And that was the trick there, that by recognizing that, oh look, this equation is in the form of a quadratic type, 2x squared minus x minus 1. So I suggest that you just write the x's, factor it, then replace all your x's with whatever your trig function is. And may I note that this only works when you have the same, you're in the same trig function. Like this can't be sine and then this is cosine, or this can't be tangent and this is cosecant. So they have to be the same. All right, well now we have a product equals 0. So let's set each factor equal to 0. So I got the left side, 2 sine of x plus 1 equals 0. And the right guy, sine of x minus 1 equals 0. So when I solve for sine of x here, let's see, I subtract 1, divide by 2, so I get negative 1/2. Let's see here, what y values give me negative 1/2 on the unit circle. Well, if we look at that, let's see, that would be 7 pi over 6 and 11 pi over 6. All right, coming over here, if I add 1 to both sides, so let's see, sine of what is going to be just 1. Well, that's the 0.01, so that's going to be at pi over 2. All right, so those would be the 3 values right there.